Hello Internet, I'm Noel Byrne.
And I'm Sharon Shannon.
Welcome to Feck, the show that makes the BT Young Scientists look like the Nobel Foundation.
Coming up on tonight's show, I've changed the headlines without telling Noel.
Brilliant. And has the Catholic Church's discovery of the Pope feature on Facebook made altar boys worried?
And finally, Noel Byrne gets the last inch of his penis cut off.
That was a painful operation. There was no need to bring that up. Okay, there's been a lot of tech news in Ireland this week, and we're just going to have a look at some of it now. The first one, I was excited about it. I think it's a great day for Ireland because finally, an inch of my penis. we have finally got access to Spotify. Spotify, for anyone that doesn't know, is a music streaming service that you can access for free. There are paid options, I'll tell you about those in a second. And you have access to 18 million songs.
We're talking about Netflix for music.
That's exactly what it is, Netflix for movies. Surprisingly, that's not their tagline though. So basically, as I said, there's the free option. You sign up, but there's ads between all the songs. There's a second option, which is $4.99 a month, which means you can access them on your computer, but there's still ads.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure what the €5 bit is about. Oh. And then there's the €9 version, which basically, or $9.99 a month, which means you can access it anywhere, no ads either.
See, until you had said about the ads, like they're in between the songs.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's between every song or every few songs.
It's an audio. Like you're listening to your music.
Ad.
It's not something that's just there while you're listening to it.
It's a radio advert.
No.
That's you know, it's done quite well in other countries. There's been artists are getting royalties from it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of Irish artists signed up to this so far.
Yeah.
And there's more to sign up, and it's been successful. It's helping fight piracy.
Yeah. I don't. That doesn't sound like fun to me. You know.
The ads annoy you then.
The ads would annoy me. Yeah. Like I mean, when you're watching Netflix, you don't have to watch a little ad in between the shows.
But you do pay €7 a month.
€7 a month's grand. I'd say just pay the $9.99. That's fine.
Okay, you do it for a tenner, but wouldn't do it for free. Listening to ads.
€7. I'll do it for €7. We'll set Netflix as the gold standard.
Okay, we'll contact them, see if they'll change it for you. Do you think Spotify? I mean, there are other free alternatives. Like I use Groove Shark, which means you can access music for free online. If you have Wi-Fi on your phone, you can stream playlists.
I use Pirate Bay.
Yeah, that's illegal downloading. I'm on about streaming.
Oh, okay. I'm someone. Oh, your elbow.
Oh,
this
my
guy,
elbow.
I don't think. What about his elbow?
He wants me to elbow you.
Put it on the table. Don't put it on the table. Just say something. Oh, God.
Okay, we'll just continue then. I'll keep my elbows to myself.
No, I definitely think they're a good idea, and I think that's the way the music industry needs to go, and definitely not over-regulation of downloading, illegal downloading.
Do you think this will curve it in any way though? Like, I mean, there's a lot of downloading in Ireland.
Yeah, is there?
Yeah, well, I mean,
okay. Well, we did do a survey earlier in the office.
We did, and about 95% of those in the office have partook in illegal downloading of some sort.
Although one girl was only, it was only 2 weeks ago that she started.
Yeah, because her credit card wouldn't work.
Her credit card wouldn't work, so she was just like, she broke down and had to get that Michael Bublé CD.
And then she downloaded it 16 times because she didn't know what she was doing. So I think, I don't know, I feel like it is. I think Netflix probably curbed people's illegal downloading a little bit.
And it has people watching crap shows again. It has. Because when you were illegal downloading, it was like, you actually had to want to watch it, but on Netflix it's like, there's a zombie and he's in love with this girl. Okay.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, you watch crap again. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun because I think a lot of the appeal of TV is crap. That ability to completely space out, where you don't get that. You can't watch, all 700 hours of The Wire, like just like.
Hey, The Wire's a great show.
I love The Wire. It's an amazing show. But you can't even tell the difference between all the certain people. At the start, when you start watching,
you're like, who's this? Please do not introduce everyone at once. But it's a great show. Yeah. That's completely getting away from the point. Spotify is out. Check it out if you are interested in not downloading music illegally.
Or don't, if you still want to.
Yeah, that's how it works. In other news this week, this is quite handy for anyone who drives. I think it's going to be especially handy for people who use the M50, which is a nightmare to go through. The toll on the M50, there is no toll, it's cameras. Okay. And then you log in to the internet and you pay your fee. And if you leave it late, you get a fine.
See, I don't drive.
You don't drive.
And so I try not to pay taxes.
So this isn't going to appeal to you.
No, it is not really hitting all my buttons.
Well, basically, Easy Trip and O2 have teamed up together, and they have devised a system whereby you go onto their website, you register, or you can no-call them on their whatever their number is.
Yeah.
Get your car registered. So when you go through the toll, and this works for all tolls in Ireland, but it stemmed from the problems with the M50 system. It deducts it from your credit or adds it to your bill.
Yeah. I'm trying very hard to look interested.
I think it's great. You see, maybe as a car owner, I'm like, that's cool. Because I've got caught a couple of times.
How is the child inside of you? Is he just dead?
Completely dead.
Have you just like locked him in a room with Gary Glitter? Like that's the end of him?
Yeah, that's a rough couple of months for that child. So basically, as I said, it works by working off your credit, and it's out on O2 at the moment, and they're going to roll it out further.
Sounds grand.
In 2 other networks. You see, you sound bored, but I had an experience in Australia over the summer where I got caught speeding. I'd rented a hippie van, and myself and my girlfriend were driving down the road, and I did something like 60 in a 50 zone, something stupid. We were doing a 6-hour drive, and we had heard that there was mad fines in Australia for everything, like put your feet in the chair on the train, it's like, here, $200. What? Yeah, they're mad into fines over there. So I was humming along in my VW van, and then I looked in the wing mirror, and there were police lights flashing, and I was like, oh no. Okay. Then he came up, he was like, license and registration. I was like, here's my license, I don't know what registration means. So he took that and he walked into the Jeep, and I was into his own Jeep, and I was like, oh my God, this fine is going to be mad. Came back, guess how much the fine was?
How much?
$282. That's a crazy fine.
But how does this fix it?
This doesn't. I'm just saying, I don't like, that was just a tangent.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
This is just me complaining about Australian police. I also would have got 3 penalty points, but they don't apply over here.
Are we going out to Australia?
Nope.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. The other news that excited me this week was Bluetooth gloves.
Yeah.
Now, you know this signal. Call me.
So instead of putting on your gloves, you can just have your gloves on Bluetooth, and then you can leave them in the house. And then just, you'll have a Bluetooth receiver and you'll feel the gloves.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's not, is it?
No, it's not. Okay. Basically, they've devised a glove which you go like this, and there's an on-off switch on it there, and answer call and hang up. And into your baby finger is a microphone, and into your thumb is the earpiece. So, to demonstrate, because that clearly isn't obvious.
Oh, we have one.
Well, we do and we don't. I bought this glove in pennies. I think it was like 4 pairs for like €2.
So you're just talking into your glove right
So
now.
basically it looks like that. It comes in black and grey and is available for men and women. And you'd be like, hello? Yeah, chat.
That's nice. Does it have the aerial, you know, the
doesn't
Inspector
have the
Gadget?
aerial.
I would almost buy it if it did.
Really? How much would you pay for it?
How much would I pay for it? How much would I pay for a regular pair of gloves? I'd say
€2.
€2 for those.
€2.
That's not bad.
Solid.
I'd pay €2. No, I'd say if it's a phone, is it a phone? It's not. It's just
not
a
a phone.
receiver.
You connect it to your device, like your phone.
Yeah.
And it connects as normal. There's a button on it. And then it works.
Okay, you're selling around Christmas. Probably $20 I'd pay.
€49.
€49.
Yeah.
That's mental.
It's designed by Italians, so that's why Italy's goosed.
Okay. Can you get like really sexy leather driving gloves with the James Bond kind of, I'm in the car? No?
No, they're just cotton.
Yeah. Okay. Is that Bluetooth gloves?
That's Bluetooth gloves. Check them out online. The final thing is UPC, the telecoms providers, released a report late last week on the digital future in Ireland.
Okay.
And how much time we spend online and how we use our time online.
See, I just kind of
I feel like you're just going to go porn.
When you said like future, I just kind of went robots and jetpacks, and then I stopped listening.
Well, here's some of their stats, right? Apparently by 2016, the report says that internet shopping is going to generate an additional €6 billion to the economy.
And then, but you see, a lot of the internet shopping we do would be from different companies.
Yeah, but there's taxes.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, and if you order something from outside the EU,
yeah, no, you're right. I should have known that I ordered games.
Stupid fool.
I'm sorry.
So it says apparently that 80% of adults use the internet, compared to 50% in 2007, and they spend 2.6 hours daily online.
Okay.
Now, apart from work, would you think 2.5 hours is, give or take, how much you spend online? Apparently it increases at the weekend.
Before I started this job, definitely. But since I started this job, I have no, like, we were just like this all day. Yeah. If I see
Sometimes he's not even near a computer, he's just sitting down going. It's quite weird.
yeah, that's where all the great articles are going. They're all out on the desk.
Apparently, the average spend online is €116 per month.
116
But
euro.
it's more for older people, which I was quite surprised. It's
Yeah.
something like 150 or €160.
For older people.
For older people. See, they have money, so they're spending more, whereas
Okay.
younger people are spending less, but probably more frequently.
Yeah. But older people buy crap as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not buying all the cool things that I would buy, like Bluetooth clothes.
And a third of people, I would definitely be one of these third. One third of people can't live without broadband.
Can't live without broadband.
Cannot live without broadband.
Nobody lives without broadband. Everyone. Is anyone on dial-up in the? Well, that's a weird
In
question
Ireland,
because
or
no one's watching this show if they're on dial-up.
yeah, that'd take way too long.
Yeah.
I just remember the beep, 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 beep.
You got Noel here like this, and then he's topless. You're just like, come on.
So shopping and social media is how we spend most of our time online. Are they the two primary things that you do online?
Well, shopping and social media. Maybe social media, but definitely not shopping.
No.
I spend more time on porn sites than the rest of Ireland does collectively on shopping.
That was in the report.
My name is okay.
Yeah, it seems I wouldn't spend much time on shopping sites either. But I suppose maybe on the run up to Christmas, you've got things like Amazon and on eBay.
Because I know what I want when I go onto a shopping site, and I just look for it, and they go, oh, they have it, and I buy it. I don't spend a lot of time
It's
on
like
it.
men when they go shopping, it's like, I want jeans, those jeans,
Yeah.
I'm done. Now women going, I think I'll have these jeans and those jeans, and I have 2 of those sizes, and I have 4
Yeah.
of these jumpers.
That's
you buying
why-
anything? No, I'm just shopping around.
I have only 3 pairs of pants, and 2 of them don't fit me. So, like,
So you have 1 pair of pants. Yeah, they're looking a bit rough.
yeah, I
You're
know.
not even wearing pants.
Is that pizza?
Yeah, so that was the shopping report out from UPC this week. It's interesting reading.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if it does actually generate that much money for the economy. Like 6
Yeah.
billion is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, yeah.
One of the things that people may be buying is Halo 4.
Halo 4.
That was a seamless segue,
Yeah.
which is out now and is breaking records left, right, and centre.
We have-
You're a big fan of Halo.
No, I'm not.
You're not a big fan
No,
of
I'm
Halo.
not a big fan of Halo. You clearly haven't talked to me before we did this. No, it's a grand game, and it has a lot of fans, and I can see why. But like, it doesn't hit any personal buttons for me. Like when you shoot people, it doesn't feel like you're shooting them.
Yeah, that was one of the big qualms we had.
Yeah,
It didn't feel like you were killing someone.
and when you're running around the place, it feels kind of more like you're floating around the place than you're actually running around the place.
Well, my problem was I couldn't really
Do
move.
anything in
I
the
got
game.
to.
Yeah.
I never played Halo. I never had an Xbox.
You
I'm
spent
on
about
PlayStation.
5 minutes trying to pick up a gun.
It was really difficult.
And
I wasn't getting the whole jump.
You were under fire, so you'd duck behind the pillar, and you'd run out, and you'd be like, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Then you run back behind the pillar, and then you run back out and go, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I eventually got it. And I
very
killed about 6 or
entertaining.
7 people.
Yeah, which is not that much in a video game.
No, but it's a killing spree in real life.
It's a killing spree in real life, yeah. We probably wouldn't be having this discussion if it was real life. No.
Will we have a look at the trailer?
Yeah,
And
go
then
on.
we'll chat about it a bit more. So here's
Bang
the
it on.
trailer for Halo 4.
Rated M for mature.
Where are we? And so you come at last. Cortana, what is it?
We are Forerunners, guardians of all that exists. Humanity stands as the greatest threat in the galaxy. The Forerunners have returned.
So that's the trailer to Halo 4. It looks exciting. I think I'd play the game if I was actually good at it.
I think this is that trailer looked incredibly cinematic, and that was one of the big things that grabbed me when we first played the game. Was that opening sequence was so incredible. It looked like Battlestar Galactica.
It's really lifelike.
It was incredibly lifelike. There were 3D models, but they had like pock marks on their face, and she had like slightly crooked teeth, and that actually got me really excited. Like we're heading towards kind of a new era of kind of storytelling. But having said that, then when we did play the game, the HUD was annoying. I told you about that.
The HUD, You see, I hadn't seen the previous incarnations of this game, so the hood had a blue tint.
Yeah,
and it seemed to really
it
annoy you.
was enormous, and it took up the whole edge of the
Was that
thing.
just clear before?
I think it was just, maybe not in the latest one, but it was just like you had your health here, your thing here, and that was it. But now you have like the whole helmet. You can see the inside of his
I
helmet.
wonder were
kind of
they
thing.
trying to think, oh, it'll make the player feel like they're more Master
You're
Chief.
more
they're
Master Chief,
more-
yeah. But you see, statistics like that and little things that show you that you're in a video game and remind you that you're playing a video game, take you out of the action and make it less immersive. We were talking on the global show about Dead Space.
Yes.
Interesting thing that they did was the ammo, how much ammo you have, is just on your gun here.
Oh, so you have to really take notice.
And your health is displayed on like a gauge on the back of your head, and it's meant to be like, you know, whatever, your level of plasma or something like that. And then like your magic powers are like up here on your shoulder on a dial. And it was incredibly immersive because there's nothing on the screen. And it's a horror game, so it needs to be immersive.
Yeah.
So like you shit your pants when something comes around the corner.
That's pretty extreme.
But yeah, I could talk about Dead Space for ages. I'm a big fan of it.
So you wouldn't have been one of those that queued up like at the midnight opening of the store and
No.
go for Halo 4?
I struggle to think of anything I would queue up for at midnight. Can you think of anything you'd queue up for?
I seen the premiere of The Hangover, but I was in LA at the time.
Did
and
you
my
know it was
flight
going to
at
be a
4
good
a.m.
film?
No.
It was an alright film. It was
Pure
pretty
chance.
good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's done great stuff in terms of records. The sales of Halo 4 has been incredible. It's sold
Yeah.
$220 million worth in the first 24 hours. It was a great week for Halo 4 last week in terms of when it came out. It was smashing records left, right, and
Yeah.
centre. It was the top game for about 4 days. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out,
Yeah.
and that smashed those records as well. That went on to sell $300 million.
Carl on Duty, Back Ops.
That's the one. But basically, it was on top. The sales for the game in the US alone
Yeah.
topped Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 as the best-selling movie of all
Yeah.
time, and The Avengers as well.
See, video games are becoming, like, they have far
They're
more
the new
potential.
movie industry.
Yeah, they're the new movie industry. And people haven't accepted that it's a new movie industry, and it's only certain games are getting that kind of attention. But I guess that's the same with movies. But, you know, Halo selling that much or Black Ops selling that much only interests me as far as people are going to look at that and go, that's what makes money, and they're going to make it again.
Yeah.
And you see, I'm not a fan of those two games, so I don't really care if they make that money, and I don't really want them to, because we're just going to get more of them now.
Okay. So we're going to leave it on a bum note for Halo 4.
Halo 4.
We're not too excited by it, but at the same time, you know, you'd probably buy it if you're a fan of it.
It was pretty good. It's
Yeah.
good.
It looked really nice,
I liked it.
but you just won't buy it.
Well, I don't have an Xbox.
Well, that's your problem.
So then, yeah.
Okay, that's Halo 4. Moving on to something completely different. And this week we wanted to have a look at the mixture of exercise and technology.
Ah, yes.
Because for me, ever since the recession hit, I don't know if these are related or not, people seem to be exercising more, like running. People are running all over the place.
Is that because people can't afford cars, or?
Maybe. That and biking
Yeah.
has really taken off. Now, I've done a couple of 10Ks this year.
Did you done them?
I done them.
Okay.
I have done them. I did 2. One was in Limerick, the Great Limerick Run,
Yeah.
right? And I brought in the medals, not to show off. To show off. Right, so they give me this nice metal
May I see?
medal. There you go. You can have a look at it.
Where is it? Is it over here?
That one.
Let me go.
There.
There we are.
So nice, solid metal thing, right? Decent medal.
Yeah. Great Limerick Run, 2012.
Yeah.
You haven't. There's a space for name, time, and distance here, but they've left that to you.
Yeah, I think I did it in something like 54 minutes or something,
Oh, did you?
which isn't too bad.
Are you saying that now?
No, it was about 54, 55.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I did another one in Kildare
You weren't as impressed with the medal you got from
in
here.
October. And to say I was impressed with this would be a downright lie. They basically put it on, that's a piece of wood, and they've just put a print on it there. You can see it in the camera. That's,
What was the
that's
reasoning
just a
behind
piece of wood.
this?
It was in a forest.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So they've decided to give people a piece of wood with some string.
I
They
kinda-
called it a unique medal.
Yeah. I kind of think they just had some wood and string knocking about, and they were like,
Tom was like, we'll make medals out of that now.
lads, there's holes in all these little pieces of wood. What'll we do with them?
And I have an abundance of string.
Yeah, and then they just stamped it on. They didn't even.
Yes, it's not
No.
even like properly printed or
No.
calligraphy.
And it looks like they just added in the 12. Like
This
they used
year.
the 2011 logo and they just put in the 2 and they were like, there you go.
And actually, come to think of it, I never got my bloody T-shirt for that run.
You never got a t-shirt.
No.
Is that why you do 10Ks? Because you need t-shirts?
Yeah, they're not free at all.
Yeah.
But going back to exercise and technology, this was spawned me on. These are Bluetooth headphones, which, if you're going running,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I like to listen to.
Fuck off.
I like to listen to
I
music
run.
when I'm running. So you pop these on. These also work in your car. If you're driving, you can use them as a Bluetooth
Yeah.
headpiece. So you pop them into your ears. You link up to your phone or your, MP3 player if it has Bluetooth capabilities.
Yeah.
And it plays, and there's no wires, because when you're
That
running
gets
and
in
you're
the way
holding a
when
thing, it's
you're
like
doing this.
it's everywhere, and you can
And I've
trip
seen
over
you
yourself.
run and you kind of run like.
I do the whole
"Ah."
Phoebe run
Yeah.
like that. So you just wear them like that, and you can just keep going.
Okay.
But it's surprising the amount of people I've mentioned these to, people that run, and they're like, never thought of that. They've been running around with wires dangling everywhere.
Well, our runner
So-
is blessed with an overabundance of thinking potential.
Yes. So Bluetooth headphones is our first recommendation this week in terms of if you're going out running, get a hold of Bluetooth headphones. They're really, really handy.
Do you want to give him a go? Do you want to give him a go?
I'm not going to link them up to anything.
No, do you want to just go for a run there? And
I
then-
can go for a run,
Okay.
but I'll go for a run after I've told them about my app.
Oh, you have an app?
Yeah, obviously I'm not just going to mention Bluetooth headphones. I'm all about the Bluetooth this week. You don't actually need to look at this, so I don't know why I took it on my phone. The app I would recommend if you're running is called Map My Run.
Oh,
Okay, it's a website as well. So you can go onto the website and basically, we'll say if you wanted to run around, your local village,
Yeah.
and you were like, I think it's about 2 miles, you can go onto it. It's basically integrated Google Maps into their website.
Yeah.
And you can just bring the arrow along the road, and it measures out how long it is.
Yeah, okay.
So you can go, oh great, that's 2.5 miles, I'll do that run. But if you have the app, you can actually turn on the GPS on your phone, go out running, as soon as the GPS is locked on,
And it
go
tells you how
running,
much
it'll
you-
tell you the route you've just done. It'll tell you how long, how many calories, your average speed, and so on and so forth. So it's actually quite handy for that, and then it can sync it to the website, so it
This
keeps
remi-
records of them. But what's quite funny is, if you're signed up to the website, you can register, link it to your Facebook or Twitter. I was telling one of my brothers about it, and he signed up, but he accidentally linked it to Facebook. So he went out for a run one day, thinking he was great. Did the run, and then went on to Map My Run, and you can log in as well
Yeah.
and just say, it took me this long. He didn't realise that sent an automatic status update
Yeah.
to his Facebook saying he did the run, and then people started commenting on it.
What did he, did he not get very far?
No, I think he did. I think he did a decent time.
Oh, okay.
He was really annoyed that it did that.
Yeah. That reminds me of that other app you were talking about earlier today. Do you remember you were talking about you knock in how much exercise you did and it tells you how much pints?
Yes, I'm going to get to this another week, but it's a handy one as well. That there's someone ringing me on my phone.
That's weird.
No,
Who is it?
never mind.
Is it your girlfriend?
It was actually.
I haven't met her
But we'll say if you go running a mile,
Yeah.
the app measures how much exercise you've done, but it then tells you how much alcohol you can have
Yeah.
in its place. So you might go for a swim, and then you might swim for an hour, and then you get back. And
There
it's
was
like,
a
yay, I can have 4 glasses of wine.
There was a
or-
specific category I was thinking of when I mentioned it.
Oh yeah, actually that was Map My Run lets you choose your type of exercise. So you might choose yoga or walking or running or 10K or half marathon, blah blah blah. But it gives tons. It goes like boxing and
Yeah.
badminton and everything. It also says sex, so
Yeah.
you can keep track of.
Of how much calories you're burning during sex.
Yeah.
See, what bothers me about that is it just says sex. Doesn't say what you're doing, like what kind of position, how much she weighs, which is going to factor into it, a lot.
Well, as I said to you, it'd be a case of when you meet a girl out or a guy, depending on whatever you're into. You go up to them, you ask them to download Map My Run. You ask them to enter in all their personal details.
That's a whole new chat up line.
Yeah.
Download Map My Run there.
I'll take you home.
Yeah.
Let's do some exercise. Sexercise.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's quite a handy app. I think I definitely recommend in terms of if you're into your exercise, using it for tracking your, your abilities and your improvement as you go on.
Okay.
Okay, that's my run and exercise. There was a weird video campaign.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Samsung, aren't you?
Samsung have solid state drives.
Which is a very boring thing. What is a solid state drive?
Extremely boring. And a solid state drive is, when your laptop's really boring or really slow.
Yeah.
Really boring. You have a really slow laptop and you're like, I need to speed this up. You insert more RAM.
Yeah.
which is a solid state drive. So you can buy them off Samsung. You might add an extra 120 gigabytes and your laptop's new again.
Yeah.
So to advertise this, they've kind of gone down an interesting angle. They're available here in Ireland. There was a couple of years ago, or not a couple of years ago, earlier this summer, a couple of months ago, there was a viral video called Overly Attached Girlfriend.
Yeah, it was just a girl staring at you.
Yeah, really weird. It was in response to a Justin Bieber competition. Her real name was Lena Walker. So that went viral, and then Samsung went, hey, let's use her to sell solid-state drives. So we have like a 30-second clip of roughly what this video is about. If you want to have a look, they call in this campaign, or this part of it, Overly Attached Computer. So let's have a look.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I look to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss.
His BPM is attached to the speed of the song, the tempo.
Yes, the tempo of the song. So he's using Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe, the song that just will not go away.
Yeah.
And he's able to speed it up. So if we actually just listen here now, it should be quite fast at this point.
Yeah, I really hope this one.
So basically it fluctuates. Like he started, he was about
Yeah.
80, and then he went up as far as 160. So the song goes into like chipmunk mode.
Yeah. Now, Noel, what would be the practical use of this?
I'm not sure. It'd make your jumping jacks, as he was doing there, more interesting.
I'd rather just have the regular song play then. Not that regular song.
Not
but
that particular
yeah,
one.
I'd just have the regular song play.
I don't know, but it was part of a, they call it Music Hack Day.
Yeah.
They do it in over 22 locations, I think it is, around the world.
Yeah.
And it's all about the future of music. You know, what can we do to improve the music business?
Yeah.
He came up with this idea.
Well, if you wanted to use it purely for exercise, then like you could say, pick a song that has a very fast tempo, and then to listen to the song, you have to get your
Reach
heartbeat
that
up to that tempo.
Well, yeah, it'd want to be, you see, his kind of point is, like your heart rate obviously fluctuates depending on how much exercise you're doing.
Yeah.
So you'd need songs with a really high tempo.
Yeah. So it's a stupid idea, isn't it?
It is a stupid idea. But it's fun. It's a funny video. It's worth
Yeah.
checking out. We have it.
We
up
already
on
did
Feck TV.
check it out there.
We did, yeah. But if you want to watch it, like on your own without us talking over it,
Okay.
you can check it out. But now we can go straight to the Samsung overly attached computer clip, which I was on about. This gets weird because this clip, it looks viral. It's got a viral look.
A very cheap look.
Very cheap. But it's the first in a series of adverts. So if we put it on now, you'll get the gist quite quickly of what it consists of.
Getting out passwords, credit cards, bank account. But these days, I'm so clumsy. I need your love to calm me. Remember these viruses I blocked? If they escaped, I'd be so shocked. Want to keep me calm and stable? Perkier? More able? To make you happy in every way? Then I need you to get me this today. Show me you love me again, okay?
From that there at the end especially, love me again, love me again. It's quite a weird ad.
I think just on the strength of that ad, someone's either getting fired or a promotion. No one's getting the middle ground here and
Yeah.
keeps working in advertising.
It's either awesome ad or really crap.
Yeah.
And we'll just show a quick few seconds of they followed this up. I didn't realize this was a series of ads until yesterday. They followed it up with a second ad, and it's basically they've turned laptops into puppies. So they're like, don't kill your puppy / laptop, buy a solid state drive. So if we just want to show maybe 30 seconds of this, or 20 even,
Just keep it short.
you'll get the gist of it.
We share together all those good times that we had. What went wrong is a wonder. Now that you've gone and walked out forever. Oh, baby, one more lonely.
So that's kind of the gist of it there. It's an interesting take on, I mean, solid state drives. We wouldn't be chatting about this unless they were doing this ad campaign.
Yeah, Definitely not. Is it going to make them buy anyone buy it?
I don't know. I mean, when you see the puppies getting killed, you're kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
poor laptop.
They kind of creep me out though.
But again, when my laptop breaks, I'm just going to probably buy a new one.
I was actually really upset by the ad. I was like, I don't. That first person perspective of the laptop being
Yeah, the
brutally-
arm is like across.
like that's like something from a Tarantino movie. That was upsetting.
I suppose to finish with this, I'm just excited to see where it goes from now.
Yeah.
As in, if there's a heap more of these ads and it's just going to the next extreme.
No, weird works on occasion. It's worked for that sweet company. I can't think of them, but it hasn't worked
Cadbury.
for PlayStation. No,
No?
it was like the gummy things. Starburst, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Kind of.
maybe. But
Maybe.
it didn't work for PlayStation, and it's an interesting way to go, and it's interesting to see when it works and when it
We'll
doesn't.
see how this. We may be returning to these ads next week. Okay, we're going to finish with tech experiments. If you want to tell them about that, and I'll get
Tech
stuff.
experiments. This is Tech TV getting in on the cutting edge of science. You remember the glitter?
You have the
Yeah.
straws, do you?
I have the straws. Yeah.
Okay. We'll do this one first. The point of this, I suppose, tech experiments is, to make science fun. I hated science, so I'm not sure
You
why.
hated science.
Yeah, I did it till junior cert and then
Didn't you
stopped.
do math in college?
Yeah, well, it's not science. It's kind of, the adopted brother. So basically, the point of this one is to create a tornado in a bottle.
Yeah.
And according to the website I was looking at, you just need a couple of drops of washing up liquid,
All right.
and then some glitter to make the tornado visible.
Do you want help there? No.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get one of the girls to open that for you?
Got it. Now, I tried this once, and the problem was that I put in too much glitter. So
Yeah.
apparently you're meant to just put in a few.
That's a common problem with this experiment.
We'll try that.
Yep.
So let's see if this works. I'm doubting it will.
Do you have any idea what's meant to happen when it
You're meant
works?
to see a tornado in a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay,
You want to come down here with that?
let's have a look.
Like,
Oh,
really?
no. Gonna leave it. Do you want to do the second one?
No, I want to talk about this one. Are you going to have more natural disasters in bottles upcoming weeks?
Yeah, I'm thinking about having a tsunami
Yeah. Oh, a tsunami in a bottle. That'd
in a
be good.
bottle.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, we'll try them all.
We'll try them all. We'll get them all in. Volcano in a bottle. And next up, we have. Can we get a close up on our little friend? This is.
A depressed potato.
Well, it's a remarkable recreation of my grandmother. God rest her soul. And I'm gonna lay it down here or here. Okay.
Okay, the point of this one is to explain how air compression works. See, when you stab a potato, which isn't a sentence I use every day,
Yeah.
straw won't go in. You see, it bends. What to do? So basically, you'll probably need a new straw now. What you have to do is trap air in the straw
Yeah.
by covering your thumb. And then when you stab the potato, see, it works. The compressed air wedges itself more into the potato.
So all of you who are having trouble stabbing potatoes with straws at home, I think we've pretty much sorted that out this week.
I was getting a lot of letters saying, how do I stab a potato with a straw? So I'm glad we tackled that issue on Feck Tech. Serious issues.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to stab a potato in a bottle
Okay.
with glitter. So I think that's about it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed our stabbing of potatoes and whatnot. And our complete disregard for them. We could have a famine and you're just throwing them away. Okay, until next week on Feck Tech. We'll see you then. Have a good week.
Don't forget to listen to my Galway Girl cover. Goodbye.